Hello everybody, welcome back to He Is Coming. It's been about 10 days since I last played. I managed to record a big block of those last few the last few different banner mixes I needed. And now here we are without new banners to play, and so for a little bit I'm just gonna play whatever I feel like, and then I still need to do a very hard mode Hydra run at some point. Leather boots early would be interesting, though we need to heal, really. Is there a fire anywhere near us? That's right there behind that snake. They are faster than us. On first turn, applies 2 poison and hits us for 1. That will kill us. And I don't think I'm going to get this lap done anytime sooner. This bridge is out. Well, a little armor helps. For sure. Let's go even more armor. Goose is around, sniffing around under my desk. Hello, Goose. This is 444222222. This is just 3. So I'm gonna do that. Goose might be chewing something. I can't tell what. What you got, buddy? You just sniff snuffing. He's just sniff snuffing. You know what? Apparently it's Thorns today. Hopefully somewhere around here we can find the Golem of the biome. Honey. Intriguing. Right, I would like to get to one of these fires soon. Oil. Lovely. Honey's down there. Looking for the green Dugtrios, as we've come to call them. Not finding them anywhere around here is very unfortunate. It's probably like right there in the middle. Well, can we win with what we've got? I've got no idea. I didn't check what they have going on. Well, they've got 2 attacks, so this works out wonderfully for us. With the 8 thorns. Yeah. That goes fine. There's our golem, finally. So what's this guy got? Great sword. Stone turtle. If you have no armor, get 3 armor and 1 freeze. Gain 2 thorns for each armor removed by enemies first strike. Heal. Thorns. Okay. Nothing too terrible, I think. Give me some healing. That's always nice to have. I don't really think I need to heal here. Take me to a cauldron. We might not cook in it anytime soon. Well, that was closer than I expected it to be. You know what then? We're still near this golem. So I will take some fancy footwork. Even more thorns. That's right, I'm not taking the Swift Strike belts. Unbelievable, right? We are going to take this, though, because it gives us the item set for now. That's 2 attack, 2 speed, 2 Brain? Armor. There you go. Wasn't that hard a word to remember, was it? Did we touch... Yeah, we did touch this. Is there one near here I should touch first to get back over here? Because this is where we have... Get a second edge on your weapon. Not that we have a first edge on our weapon yet, but you know. We are going to make this golem, I think. Then we're going to have an open inventory slot, which is fine. I think we're going to come out of this okay. Though, that 12 thorns is unideal. I think the freeze actually works out quite well for us here. Oh, he's going to have 1 health too many. It does not work out for us. Damn. Alright, roll it back. But yeah, so we have finished our goal of winning with all the different banner variations. So is there anything you guys would like to see specifically in future runs? Because obviously at some point the new content will come and that's going to mix things up massively. And then any changes further to that for 1.0. But I still need to do a very hard Hydra run. I still have some recipes and item sets I've never played with. So there's still stuff for us to discover, which is incredible to me. Whenever you lose health, restore 1 health. I don't mind that at all. We could go Hidden Dagger here. We got time. Take me to a battlefield. We'll find more weapons there. Battle start, gain 3 freeze. I haven't seen a watermelon today. That is in this set, isn't it? Or is that the second set? I really can't remember. Oh, that's a swamp set for sure. I think. Because if we could get rid of those 3 freeze faster, that'd be great. But also, going up against this guy, you know what? It's something we rarely take, and so we will pivot. See if this grave has something great for us. Wounded, gain 2 additional strikes. That probably comes after our freeze has been removed. Enemy strikes do 2 damage less while you have armor. Is hilarious going up against this guy specifically. You know what, we'll do that, and then we can aspire to finding more items with healing. Or rather, with armor. I don't want to touch things I don't have to touch yet. Spend 1 armor, gain 2 thorns, gain 8 armor and 2 freeze. It's a lot of freeze. What happens if we upgrade a rare weapon at the fairy ring? Because you can't have an ultimate rare weapon or whatever they'd be called, right? Should we just do it? We get a granite lance, which is doubling our armor, and we have a time bomb. Speed stat is inverted. Exposed, take 5 damage. Whenever you restore 5 or more health, deal 5 damage. Make it to this oil? No. But I don't think they're going to do 22 damage to us. Right, that took its sweet, sweet time. I will take the attack stat. Obviously, there's a case for getting as much armor as we can right now, but we can't do it all at once. Give me a leather vest. I'm going to come fairy ring or fairy this citrine gemstone. That'll start game 1 additional strike. It's fine. I wouldn't mind seeing more of those. This lifeblood bomb could be fairied as well. There's a fairy. Damage of all bomb items increases by 1 is not what we needed. Can we get some stuff to combine at this golem then? We can. And it's stuff that has armor, which is always nice. This guy, battle start and expose, deal 4 damage, deal damage. We still have... No, we don't have the cloak that gives us healing. We've only got 15 health. Give yourself and the enemy 5 freeze each is unpleasant. That I definitely want. Combine those. 42 armor is a reasonably nice place to be. Obviously, if I could have more than that, I'd be very grateful. Exposed, take 5 damage. Is unpleasant, but it's 20 armor, so I'm not going to turn that down. I don't have room to take for a cracked whetstone, really. Battle start, gain 1 additional strike. 4/3 while frozen. Yeah, but I don't want to build into cracked whetstone forever. In fact, I'm going to do this to heal up that 1 missing point of health. That's actually quite nice because we can expose, take 5 damage, exposed, restore 3 health after taking 5 damage. Works out quite nicely for us. Let's see how this all goes. Yeah, so those books are doing work. But all works out fine, and we didn't even use our time bomb. Got 24 money. Last night, if you have less speed than the enemy, gain attack equal to your speed. That's nice for this fight particularly. 4 attack will do well for us. There'll be 5 attack by the time we do this. I'd still replace this whetstone with something solid if we find it. Let's go see if we can find the shop of this petrified forest. Whenever you restore health, gain 1 armor. Gain 3 armor for each equipped stone item. No. If you have armor, gain 1 additional armor. That's going to be pretty damn good for how long this is going to go. If your health is not full, restore, restore. If your health is full, gain a thorn. Deal 1 damage, restore 1 health. Stats, regen, speed. I think there's too much to worry about here. Famous last words. I'm going to drop that for that and just the assumption that it's going to keep us in armor longer. Whenever you gain armor, gain 1 additional armor. We should probably take that with the fortified gauntlet, but I don't have the inventory space for it right now, but there is a teleporter right next to this shop. That is the northern border. We don't have an edge on our weapon yet. Gain max health equal to your base armor. Well, we should probably think about that as well, but again, it's next to this, so... we can find an edge around here, hopefully. On hit, gain 1 armor. Massive. Now, did we see on this run the guy that gives you a second edge, or was that the first run? But we've come a long way, haven't we? Was that the first run? I guess it must have been. There's an oil there, which I would like to perhaps make use of. Yeah, I guess it was the run we lost that was the case. Alright then, take me to here. Armor oil me. And then really we just want to be near this shop for as soon as this fight resolves. Don't open chests, you don't need to. There is the runes as well. How do we come out of this? The 5 extra attack is very big. Right, they heal up for the first time thanks to Redwood Crown. I don't see it making too much of a difference here. And we still haven't used Time Bomb. Wounded, retrigger a battle start item. If you're exactly 1 item with exposed, it triggers 1 additional time. I mean, I would consider doing it for Time Bomb. We'd have to get rid of the blast cap armor. Wounded, retrigger the last triggered wounded item. Doesn't interest me. If exactly 1 item with exposed, it triggers 1 additional time. Right, let's go back up to here. Do the shopping we wanted to do. Whenever you gain armor, gain 1 additional armor. Battle start, gain 2 freeze. They've got way more speed than us again. I might do this to get back 16 armor. Then we can reroll this shop without much concern, although we only have 5 money left, so... And then what was here? Battle start, gain max health equal to your base armor. We don't have any way to heal up that health. It would trigger wounded immediately. It doesn't super concern me. Where do I even want to go right now? Is a great question. Against these high speed builds, taking the shoes would be 2 damage while we have the featherweight wings. A horse to wear? I guess a grave would be fine. On hit, deal 1 damage. Whenever you lose armor, deal 1 damage. Kind of fits the theme really well. I think one additional strike is going to do less damage overall than this long term. On hit, lose 1 speed. If your speed is 0 or less, only strike every other turn. It's a lot of attack. I'd like to find Super Mega Golem. That would be a massive boon for us right now. I would love to take this and do some big combining. What would I get rid of? I'd lose 4 armor to gain 3 armor, but I'd also lose 2 speed, which is damage for me right now. I just don't think I can do it until after this fight. So we should probably get to this fight then. Whenever you gain armor, gain 1 additional. Start turn, if you have armor, gain 1 additional, and then 1 additional. And whenever we hit, we gain 1 armor and 1 additional. Whenever we lose armor, we deal 1 damage. Golden leather vest, that. Exposed, deal 1 damage. Turn start, this item gains 2. If you have exactly 1 item with exposed, triggers 1 additional time. Alright, let's see if this bomb is the bomb. So we're getting 4 armor for their hitting us for 7, 8. Most interested in when our armor is going to completely give out. They do have a lot of health, but we have a decent chunk of attack. Basically armor versus health here. I worry that we are not going to get there. Although we have this bomb to go, and it's going to go twice. So if it does 18, we'll be okay. Let's slow down. Like, how many turns have gone by? 10? 15? Their speed is now going to be down to 0, which means they won't attack every turn, which is going to be a problem for them. How much bomb? 21 twice. So, the bomb putting in the work. They don't have as much speed, so the featherweight wings don't really matter anymore. Marsh Light Aria. What is that? Is that like any 3 things with Symphony or something? Have I never done that before? Exposed. Trigger Symphony 3 times. Gain 4 armor. Give the enemy 8 poison. Gain 1 gold. How intriguing. This is Super Mega Golem territory, which is fantastic. We were asking after it earlier. The first time the enemy takes damage from a bomb, double it. Gang. Okay. Right, we want to reach the Super Mega Golem. There he is. Large golem? I think not. Super mega golem. It's probably got to be golden shield of the hero, right? Go from 6 to 12, but that's an extra 12 here because it's 6, currently 12 to 12, currently 24. And not much else is, it's like, it's just this is the other option. So we're up to 62 armor. What I would love to see is another one of these to replace the double-plated armor so I can combine those. I guess the flip side is I could just take a second double-plated armor and do that and then combine them. I'm going to need a regular golem for that. Have we seen one up here? No, there should be one in this bit of biome somewhere. Oh, there he is. How pleasant. I do kind of need to spend a moment at some point at a fire. Because I would like to have that extra 2 HP before we get into the fight to come. I honestly have no idea what this guy's game is. Exposed, gain 3 attack. Diamond Elixir. Battle start, gain 4 regen, big health. Give the enemy 2 acid, hate that. Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. Dislike that too. Wounded, retrigger the last retrigger wounded item. More stun. Battle start symphony. Exposed, lose 5 health, gain armor. Battle start, give the enemy 2 acid. Hate that. Gain armor, gain poison, steal that. If your speed is equal to your attack, gain 3 attack. Okay, well, I think, all of that considered, our bomb situation might be viable. There's the crone. There's a bonfire right there. If you have exactly 1 bomb item, it triggers 1 additional time. Hold on. Not a bomb. 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 A bomb. Not 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 a bomb. So, let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight. We have 60 armor. We hold out for as long as we can, holding on to our armor. I might even get rid of Assault Greaves in favor of more armor. So then, at some point, we become exposed. When we are exposed, we deal 1 damage, but increase the damage of this by 2 every turn. If you have exactly 1 item with exposed, it triggers 1 additional time. So that's going to go twice. So let's say this gets up to 13 damage. That's 26 damage. The first time the enemy takes damage from a bomb, double it. Okay, so that's 13 and 13, and then 13 on top, that's 39. If you have exactly 1 bomb item, it triggers 1 additional time. So when we're exposed, it triggers 1 additional time, and 1 additional time. So that's probably 3 times total, with 1 of them being double. So it's basically 4 times. I'm a big fan of this. Give me those 2 HP that I'm so after. So the acid is going to be a problem. I would like to see some item that gives us a bunch more armor in a single slot, which is hard to do. They're going to get armor every 4 turns, or every 3 strikes rather, excuse me. But not tons. This gives them 12 or 14 on Symphony. On Exposed, give the enemy 8 poison. Plus Symphony. So, if we have too much poison when our Exposed goes off, I don't know how that's going to shake out, but... I think I'm going to do this. When you lose armor, deal 1 damage. Or do they have any way to heal? No. Not really. They only have ways... Oh, ring items trigger twice is brutal because there's going to be so much acid. Whenever you lose armor, deal 1 damage. But that's acid all at once happening. That's more annoying. Whenever you lose armor, deal 1 damage. The attack and... Alright, no, I'm not doing this. I thought I was, but I'm not. It's basically, is this bomb going to be able to get big enough by the end game or not? So they got 60 health. We would need a 15 strong bomb. That's 3 damage. That's now 5 damage, I think. That's now 7 damage. I should have gotten rid of this, probably, for something, but... Right, they hit us for 11. We are now exposed. We get 6 armor back. They take 22. They take 11. They take 1. They take 1. Why didn't our bomb go off an additional time? Did I miss something? I feel like I got confused along the way there, but so be it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hit your like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.